Hello. Today is October 16th, 2018, and I have a couple of announcements that relate to changes I've made in the course or things I want to highlight because we're sort of in a transition period between your demagoguery analysis essay and the next, getting further into your case study where your own research is what you read each week. But also, we have 2 weeks on this guy, How Democracies Die, and I've put in the page range for each of the 2 weeks now. This book is actually a pretty quick read. It's very compelling, even though it's written by two hardcore historians. It's pretty easy to read. Their prose is not like a dense academic text. That's one reason why I selected it, because you get a lot of information and there's a lot of crossover with Trish Roberts Miller's book, but it doesn't have to be a really dense historical text. So you're welcome. If you were following along on the paper syllabus, it said that there would be discussion board posts this week, but if you were just going by the modules, there's not. So I've corrected that in the syllabus. I don't know if anyone was confused by that. Also, I have eliminated an essay that was going to be due because I made some changes, including adding this history book from last year, and so I had it took away some of the readings to make room for that, and the short analysis essay was really an assignment that was about some readings that we're no longer reading, which I'm disappointed about because it was a cool assignment, and now I'll have to add some percentages to existing assignments or upcoming assignments to make up for that, but it's an assignment you don't have to do. So also, you're welcome. So like I said, you're transitioning into part of the semester where the texts that you read will kind of parallel. Of course, we're going to spend 2 weeks on this one, but in a parallel fashion, you'll also be doing work at your own pace, although sticking to my pace, about finding your sources. So from the case study that I've been talking about, you control the topic, you choose the topic. I would really like if you run it by me so far. And so far I've only had a handful of people do that, and so it makes me scared that y'all are behind because the annotated bibliography is due on the 28th. I had it somewhere where it was due October 21st, but that is a lie. It's due on the 28th, so it's not due next Sunday. I have what I think is a pretty helpful example up on week 9, I think. It's just an example one that I made, including search terms, which databases I used, and the annotated bibliography itself gives you some ideas about what kinds of secondary sources could you find that would support your analysis of your primary text or texts. It could be, I think I've had some people ask if they could do a collection of tweets. One person wanted to do maybe 2 speeches. So that's one of the things I want to clear with you. If it's a very short text, then you're not going to be able to do a major researched analysis of it. Okay. You're also going to need to be thinking about the end of the semester and when you're going to present your in-process research to the rest of your classmates. This probably will mean filming a video, but it could be just audio. You could use your imagination to present something else that's visual, because it's really nice to see your faces. You could do a voiceover PowerPoint, although from last year, I know that people reading their PowerPoint slides is not a good presentation. So please don't do that. It's even worse over when we can't see you than it is in person when someone does that. So don't just read your PowerPoint slides for your presentation. But do go to the sign up page, and it should be, you should be able to edit it as a student and put your name down for the Monday that you'll email me or somehow upload to me your presentation, and then I make it available to all of the other students. And then your discussion board posts are going to be evaluations and suggestions for your classmates as they write their researched argument essay. Okay, annotated bibliography due October 28th. No short analysis essay. Moving into this darkly depressing book about how democracies die. If you are interested in some academic articles about Trump's rhetoric, I have this book that you might be interested in. It's by communication scholars. So email me if you're interested in looking at the table of contents to see if you might be if something is relevant, and I can send you a PDF of a chapter. So that's it. That's not it. This past weekend, I went to Austin and I met up with Trish Roberts-Miller, who's my dissertation advisor, and we have a lot to talk about, but mostly we met up in a dog park and we spent 2 hours talking about dogs, and she signed my book. I have a picture I'm going to try to attach to. So the end of the semester is kind of coming soon, so you need to keep up with the different kind of pace we're going to have. Make sure you're looking towards your researched argument essay as the end goal and the various assignments that are leading up to that essay. So the readings are more up to you now. You need to be doing your own research, getting feedback about it from me or your classmates whenever you can, whenever it's necessary. So it's more on you from here on out. And just let me know if you have questions. All right, talk to you later.